Empty in the house.
We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jaren Jackson.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you guys are going up against one of the most explosive offenses in the association. What do you have to do to keep them in check?
We need a true team effort. Our court awareness has to be more on point. Got to rebound as a team, make sure we close out defensive possessions, and communication and trust. It all starts there.
That sounds pretty standard. You guys are going up against one of the most explosive.
Okay, you want a real answer. All right. We're not afraid of these guys. We're going to do what we got to do, and if we have a plan, we'll come out on top.
All right. There it is, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. We're again, this is a fun time of year, mid-season basketball, from award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. It makes the league so much more interesting.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's George. And MP tries to bring out his best when he's matched up against any of the league's top teams. You know, he has said it publicly, but he puts a lot of stock in games like this one.
And that's the thing about MP. He loves a challenge. We've already seen how he can raise his game in this kind of a situation. I know he's more than fired up for this contest.
And he's off on his first shot of the game. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here.
Oh, yeah.
Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Beal. Game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. Here's Jay. A three-pointer is right on target.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Jay. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
George lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that'll tie this game up.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint.
Morant Passes to Jay. Out to the right wing. Outside Jackson. Outside Beal. Lets it go from deep. That's good.
Yeah,
and it's
Bradley
Jackson with the assist that time.
Hold on, chat. Hold on. Bradley Beal. Oh, shit. When did we get this dude? Bradley Beal. Yeah, I already know about Chris Middleton. Recipes of Brandon Clark. Okay.
No hesitation whatsoever. I just love how Beal makes that decision quickly to shoot off the catch.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. George, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but
That was
GA much
bad.
improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, that range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Thunder had a nice performance. He finished with 51 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Now, Morant. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Morant passes to Jay. And that one is hammered home.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Yeah, look, when your best players can't stay on the floor, that's a problem. It puts your team in a really difficult position to win.
Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. Jared McCain comes in for George. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Zach Edey. Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. Jalen Wells checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Ty Jerome in for John Morant. Here's Edgecombe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
Here's Jay. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The 76ers trail by 10. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Drills it from outside. Edgecombe's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Philadelphia. Jerome passes to Jay. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Jackson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Nurkic finds McCain. Driving inside.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated when your teammate...
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Back to Jackson. Here's Jay. He's got 9. Cans it from downtown. Jay's got 12 in the game.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Outside, Maxey trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Grizzlies lead by 10. And the second quarter will get under. And in for Gigi Jackson. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. We've got Jared McCain. George is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Maxey. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Pass to Grimes. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jay's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, don't count on Jackson Jr. for big assist numbers, but he'll make smart passes.
They set the pick. The shot by George, wide open. Misses the 3.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Wells passes to Jay. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Philadelphia.
What's up? How you
John
doing?
Morant. He's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I can see the check.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Good on the triple. George has got 5 points now.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
It's not like
To the
my
left
second
side wing.
screen playing 2K, but it's not like my first screen game.
Here's Jay.
Supposed to
Defended
be
by
doing
George.
Fortnite.
6 on the shot clock. Morant passes to Jay. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5
Appreciate it.
baskets, 3
Yeah, pretty much
have been
we
triple.
did.
And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back over to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor
Yeah, you should
and
know,
could
dude.
control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Pass to Aldama. Maxey against Morant. Driving to the basket. And another. Once again, shot good from Jay. Jay's got 10 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has
Appreciate
looked
the ball,
off
man.
here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Memphis moving it around.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And it's George again missing.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
To the middle. Here's Jay. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
follow you back.
And the 76ers making a
If you're
change
still
here.
watching.
Edgecomb's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Jackson. Gigi Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And Beal subbed in for Jalen Wells. Outside for George. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Beal the pass to Jackson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Outside for Beal. Down low. Here's Jay. And the layup's good off the glass.
Number 10.
28 points for Jay.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Grizzlies out in front, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
I don't put stock in the voting at this point. I could be blindfolded and tell you who's up there.
Yeah, and then on the outside looking in, you have a few guys on the bubble who haven't... Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Memphis Grizzlies. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Starting the second half, here's Tomas Isolos 5. They've got Jackson. Morant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Zach Edey. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot.
Damn.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Solid play there from PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the N1.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Jay. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's now 33 points for Jay. What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
George with the screen on Morant. Inside. Pass to Edgecombe. Nurkic setting the pick for Edgecombe. Maxey in the corner. Over Morant. The 76ers with another miss.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
To the inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Maxey passes to Nurkic. Maxey against Morant. Nurkic, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Beal from long range. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Back to Maxey. Outside, George. And hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Jay. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, George.
Okay, I will.
Here's the 3. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. And another one falls. Amazing.
But not too many players have punished NBA defenses like he has.
And he continues to do it on a regular basis. He now stands at 4th in career 40-point game. George passes to Maxey. And he gets the bucket. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Here's Beal, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
From deep, George. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, in an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the stripe.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Edey. Gigi Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. Jalen Wells checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Ty Jerome in for John Morant. Maxey hits them both.
Well, we've all watched Maxey's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Jerome. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. 50 seconds left in the third. Pass to Bona. Back to McCain. To the right side. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Another miss by Philadelphia. Down low, Jay the pass to Jackson. Shoots a fader, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pass to McCain. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now Edgecombe. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edgecombe's got 9.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. How do I stop that?
There's Jackson with the 3. And so it's Memphis. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an even. evenly fought contest. Quentin Grimes out there with Edwards. Then it's Jared McCain. Then there's Maxey. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Williams, a screen on Middleton. A nice shot by McCain. He's checked in for Memphis. Jay comes in for Chris Middleton. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Good on the three-point shot. Maxey's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pass to Barnes. Here's Jay. Now Jerome. He's covered by Maxey. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jay, and another miss by Memphis. The 76ers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. It's George on the wing, defended by Aldama. George with the ball. Aldama's there. Edgecombe, no good. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, he's been, and the numbers certainly show it.
Philadelphia has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And George with the stuff.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
And Aldama has it in the corner. Jay misses. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Edgecombe with guarded by Wells. From deep, George. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really a monster
coming to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, ramp up their win total to an even 40.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And here's Maxey. Pass to Nurkic. To end the run. Maxey, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. Maxey against Jerome. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care. Expect a road team to come in and just cruise when they did tonight.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
You said it would take a true team effort to win this game, and you got one. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, no doubt. You're never going to completely shut that down, They're going to make shots.
Back to you.
Thanks so much. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. So long.
You see how things looking.
Big game tonight.
Man, they're all big, Xander. But tonight we're going up against an incredible defensive squad.
Like those kicks, MP.
Got something from Legal Shooting.
Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Grizzlies, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And check it out, the Kings just need to keep fighting.
Well, I think for Sacramento, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
From here on out is just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Carter in at the 1 spot. And for Memphis, we've got Jackson. Ja Morant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Zach Edey. And it's Jay in at the small forward position. Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league. And MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
Look, you got to give MP props with the way he's gone about these matchups. He made his goals public, which put a target on his back and fueled the opposition. But MP has met the challenge with fire so far, and he's undefeated in those matchups.
And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Greg.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
Stolen by Carter. Back come the Kings in transition. And that one good.
From the wing position, DeMar DeRozan is one of the best at finishing through contact.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Jay. There's the double team with Carter. Outside for Morant. Jackson, pass to Jay. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Achiuwa. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. 5 on the clock. DeRozan passes to LaVine. Hits a three-pointer. And it's all knotted up.
You can see the work LaVine has put in on his three-point shot. He is now a legit threat from deep.
Well, I'm wondering, RJ, do you think we'll see Zach LaVine highlight dunk tonight?
Yeah, B.A. Most nights we normally do. Something else also, I've come to shooting sprees from Zach. This man can rattle off 3 and 4 and a quarter like it's nothing.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. On the wing, LaVine unloads. Memphis with a rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by blowouts, big margins, really astonishing they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. It's up for the task at hand." Back to you.
Thank you. Here's Jay. Pass to Edey. Here's Jay. He's covered by LaVine. And it's Jay missing. Kings trail by 4. Up top, Carter. Hounded by Morant. Now Murray. Sacramento passing it around. And it's Murray finishing it off.
You can see the athleticism right there by the young Murray. Just a quality finish.
Morant, pass to Jay. Now Beal. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Now here's LaVine. He picked up 10 in his last game. Outside Carter. And it's all tied up.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a new group getting ready for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Edey. Aldama comes in for Jackson. Wells is checked in for Bradley Beal. And Ty Jerome subbed in for Ja Morant. Sacramento also making some changes. Monk comes in for Murray. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Carter. Monk passes to LaVine. That puts him in the lead. LaVine's got 5 points.
Inside the paint, LaVine's agility is just a difference maker. That's what allows him to get to almost any shot.
Here's Jay. Zach LaVine clears it away. And it's LaVine with the ball for Sacramento. Out to Schroeder from behind the arc. The rebound by Jay. Jay's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jerome against DeRozan. Here's Jay. And again, it's Memphis missing.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
It's stolen away. To the middle. Levine with a steal. Right side, Schroeder. Back to DeRozan. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, absolutely.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Morant. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Jalen Wells out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Santi Aldama. And it's Jay in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Austin outside. Pass to Carter. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jay's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's DeRozan. Here's Murray. Now Boston. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And one key for quality teams in this league. Beating the opponent you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Memphis making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And the Kings also making a change. Chu is checked in.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Morant against Carter. Pass to Monk. Down low. Here's Murray. Oh! Murray making his presence felt inside.
I like this from Murray, not just hanging out on the perimeter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Lakers played really well. He picked up 66 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses overlook now, but DeMar, he is the exception to the rule.
And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
Lately, he's been showing off his talents as a passer, moving the ball around the floor with great accuracy and putting it in the hands of well-positioned shooters, just making all the right choices.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Beal comes in for Jackson. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Sacramento. Beal, the pass to Jay. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now here's DeRozan. 17 points in his last outing. Inside, it's Edey with a steal. Morant with it. Now Carter defending. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Barnes, he's checked in for Wells.
Not something you expect from Murray, but he was right to give the ball away there.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Pass to Edey, to the inside. Stolen by Carter. And there's the lob. LaVine throws it down off the lob.
The lob, the finish, just a textbook alley-oop. And Levine, his bounce, his athleticism, it kind of pays off in these moments.
And here's Beal. Jay, the pass to Beal. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. And that one's good. Jay.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Carter against Morant. Outside Levine. Beyond the arc. The triple goes for Levine.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
To the paint. Here's Jay. And that one is hammered home.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
DeRozan looks it over. Shoots over Beal, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Kings ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And greetings from the 2K studio.
They have been disruptive and aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. I love the intensity that they played and showed with. I mean, guys.
And how about we move it on over? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. The Kings leading. And so in the game for the Kings, the vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Murray out there with Achua, and it's Carter in at the point guard position. Now here's Levine. Battles for the finish. Zach Levine.
We see this time and time again from Levine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulders.
Here's Jay. He's covered by Levine. Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 5. Outside Levine. That 3's off the mark.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And that one's good. Jay.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Well, the Kings shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Pass to DeRozan. 3-pointer. And that doesn't go either for Levine.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Jay. And a two-handed jam.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
The Kings trailing. And Ja Morant has said he wants to dial back his dunking for his health. Did that ever cross your mind, Richard, as an aerial artist?
Well, dunking can take its toll over time. But I was kind of a crash test dummy. I was going to keep jumping no matter what. Ja's a little bit more concerned with getting hit in the air.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Jackson. He has 6. 5 to shoot. Beal, the pass to Jay. Rebound by Sacramento.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Murray from outside. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Carter against Morant to the inside.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Sacramento has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Right side of Chua. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Carter. From 11 feet away. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Grizzlies trail by 3. And here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Inside. Here's Jay. And he banks in the layup. 24 points for Jay.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Pass to Levine. DeRozan against Beal. Here's Levine. Oh, look at Levine getting it done in the paint.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
And that one's good.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in for Edey. Wells comes in for Beal. Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Sacramento. It's a 1-point game from outside the arc. And it's Monk, that time on the assist by Carter. Monk's got 11.
Confident stroke from Monk outside the arc.
Stolen by Carter. .143 left in the third. Pass to Monk. Achua with a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Levine. And another Sacramento 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Achua with a steal. Here's Monk. Good D by Wells. Grizzlies trail by 7. Down low. Here's Jay. The rebound by Murray. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And the shot counts. He's fouled.
They beating out of head, man. Getting out of hand.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. All Jackson's in the post. Gigi at the 4, Triple J at the 5. Jalen Wells out there with Ja Morant. And it's Jay in at small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jackson on the wing. Knocked away. Shot clock at 5.
That's a key foul. His 5th. He's got to be smart the rest of the way.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Sacramento.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long. And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Achua passes to Boston. Back to Achua. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Kings lead by 10.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now here's Monk. DeRozan outside. Outside Monk to the middle. And stolen by Jackson. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Achua with a steal. Pass to Monk. Takes a 3. The rebound by Jay. Jay's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Stolen by Schroeder. Monk with it. Guarded by Morant. It's off.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Jackson, and it's Bradley Beal in for Wells. Sacramento also making some changes. Murray's checked in for Boston. Levine comes in for Monk. And it's Carter in for Schroeder. Levine. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here on the court.
Book it! It goes!
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's DeRozan. Levine outside. Oh, missed on the tray. Grizzlies trail by 10. Rises up. The jumper is good.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Sacramento has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Levine. Ooh, the elevation from Levine.
One of the best dunkers of this era. Levine loves to put on a show.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Shoots a 3. Carter rips down the board. Sacramento leading by 10. Outside DeRozan. DeRozan gets going. Achua inside. Edey defends.
That's crazy work, man.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. From downtown. Cleared away by DeRozan. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Now here's DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. That's all. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. 11-point game. And he buries the jumper. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Get there. Now Carter.
Hey, I tried, Chuck.
So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road.
A double-double and a terrific performance by you tonight in what must be a disappointing loss. Talk to me.
Oh, it's all disappointing. We didn't win. I don't care about...
Back to you, Brian.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic. Well,
shit.
Here, P's here, and the bus head to the game.
Oh yeah, got a big one tonight. When I told y'all we were gonna focus on our video content, on beating the best teams in the league, this is who I was thinking of.
The bus a little quieter than normal.
Yeah, bro, don't trip on them. We locked in right now. If you want to be a contender, this is the kind of game you have to win. No excuses.
Damn.
Zen, what's up?
I don't know, hold this.
Zender's up at front seeing if he can figure out why we stopped. Hopefully it's not too long before, we can get going again. I'm hungry, man. I need that pregame spread. Oh, here he comes.
Me. I'll take that, though.
So we're just stuck.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, though. Look like it's a bunch of streets closed off up there. I think they're gonna reroute traffic. Actually, and Pete, as a professional athlete, what do you do when your routine gets disrupted like this?
This is everyday life for a pro athlete. I mean, every game you face unexpected challenges. It's our job to win regardless.
There was some talk up front that we might miss shoot around. What do you do in that situation?
You get warm during the game. It's not ideal, but you can't go into a game with any excuses, right? That's just a guaranteed L.
Any disappointment that this is happening before this game against this team?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather not be sitting here for the next 2 hours, getting tight, but it is what it is, bro, and, I look at life like an adventure. Like a video game or so, or something like that. The challenges you face are what you make of them, They could be fun or they could not be. And when you win after facing something this difficult, it's that much sweeter.
It's looking like MP and company will miss today's shoot-around after the team bus got unexpectedly stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic on the way to the arena. It will be very interesting to see if they come out cold to start today's game.
Wow.
Look out there, MP.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K. Frank, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
We've seen it already this season, and P has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And I just love how motivated he gets for these games. We can see him putting in the extra effort, firing up his teammates. It's the kind of example you want your leaders to set.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Jamal Murray is out there with Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three, the small forward. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Beal the pass to Jay. Jackson deciding where to go with it. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Tyson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the middle. Here's Allen. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Here's Jay. Off target from outside. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance NP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Memphis leading by 3. Pass to Jay. Mobley with the rebound.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Basket counts.
Well, the dribble drive game of Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
Back in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
You hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. And timeout call by Kenny. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Zach Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. And Wells is subbed in for Beal. Now, Hachimura. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to Aldama. Stolen by Garland. To the paint. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop.
Energy and activity. That's what Murray provides this team.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jerome is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell passes to Hachimura. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The skill set of Rui Hachimura is enticing, guys. A big man who can stretch the floor with his shooting, obviously of huge value in the modern.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And Ball subbed in for Mitchell. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Jerome passes to Jay. Good on the bucket. Jay's got 12.
Well, he's got a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Clark outside. Here's Jay. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. This time they met in Cleveland.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on. Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Garland. Mobley outside. Some solid defense from Clark.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points. Just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Over to the wing. Aldama passes to Jay. Stolen by Ball. That one, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on... And for Chris Middleton. A switch here also for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Hachimura. Outside Garland. Holds it up there for Mobley. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
On the court for Cleveland, we've got Ball. Evan Mobley is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Garland. And it's Tyson in at the 3. And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allen.
Well, you might have heard earlier that MP and the team were late arrivals to the arena. The team bus was delayed due to a significant increase in traffic. Fortunately, they were able to get some of the regular warm-up routine in, albeit a truncated version. We'll see if that leads to a slow start.
Yeah, not ideal, especially in a game of this magnitude. Hey, thanks. Bounce pass for Jerome. Here's Jay. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jay's got 5 points in the quarter.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Jackson against Mobley. And the rejection by Jackson. Stolen by Garland. Inside, here's Hachimura. And the rejection by Jackson. Right wing. He's feeling it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Garland. And here's Mobley, guarded by Jackson. Mobley over Jackson. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut to just 1 point on the basket from Mobley.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Jay, the pass to Jerome. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
And another miss by Memphis. Cleveland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Garland, it's good. The assist that time from Ball. Garland's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Brandon Clark comes in for Santi Aldama. Beal's checked in for Jalen Wells. And it's John Morant in for Ty Jerome. And then for Cleveland, Allen's checked in for Hachimura. Mitchell comes in for Garland. And Murray's subbed in for Ball.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Cavaliers trailing. It's Allen on the wing. Mitchell outside. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Outside, Beal. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. It's stolen by Allen. It's 2-on-1. And here they go. Murray, good. Murray's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jay misses. Cleveland leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
To the middle, and they get it, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Murray. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Cleveland ahead, leading by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting? And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime
number
show,
1.
I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kitty?
And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and you didn't even know it. A poet.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Cleveland. 4-point game. We've got Edey. Jackson is out there with Jay. Then there's John Morant. And it's Beal in at the 2. That's the group for Thomas Isolo as we begin the second half. Stolen by Mitchell. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against Houston really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Mitchell wide open. Another three for Cleveland.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Here's Morant. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And DB, with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
Murray outside. No good with the triple.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Jay. 21 points in the game. It's Beal on the wing. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. To the wing right side. Tyson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Morant.
Tyson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Fires from deep. A 3-ball by Morant.
And when the 3-ball is falling for Morant, the defense is in trouble.
Mobley outside. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Tyson. Wide open look here for Murray. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint and stolen by Mobley. Mitchell outside. Mitchell buries the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Cleveland. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
5 on the clock. Here's Jay. Off target with his 3. Cleveland leading by 10. To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Jay. Cavaliers with the rebound.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Pass to Allen. Sinks that one from the post. Allen's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 6.
and not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Right. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Tyson. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama's checked in for Zach Edey. And Jalen Wells subbed in for Beal. Garland is checked in for the Cavaliers. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Out to the wing. Here's Aldama. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Inside. Here's Jay. And the layup is good. 23 points for Jay.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Jackson passes to Beal. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half. Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Morant against Murray. Morant passes to Jay. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's Morant. Pass to Jay. 4 on the clock. Lets it go. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Down low. And Allen slams it in.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Pass to Jay. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Tyson with the bucket.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Jackson passes to Jay. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And now it's up to 25 points for Jay.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jamal Murray.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pulls up, high post, and he's able to get it back. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And another turnover here by Memphis.
Substitution, Zeke Nelson. Rui Hachimura runs the ball. Darius Boyd.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
We knew rebounds would be a key factor in this matchup. You weren't able to control the glass as much as you would have liked. How do you turn that around?
Rebounding starts with wanting it more than the other guy. You think at this level, everybody wants it pretty bad, right? But the numbers don't lie. If we're getting beat on the boards, we got to figure out how to get that desire up. That's all there really is to this game.
Thanks a lot, MP. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So long, everyone.
You always say to be the best, you got to beat the best. And tonight you failed to do that. Do you take any solace in the fact that missing pre-game warm-ups might have been the difference in this one for you guys?
Okay, listen. We learned some things about ourselves from this loss. We'll apply those things and come back stronger next time out. But a loss is a loss. You don't feel better about it because you got an excuse. You could give yourself an excuse to lose every game in the season. And then where are you at? I'll tell you, 0-82. That's a loser's mentality. I don't have that, so my team doesn't have that.
0-82. Thanks for putting that out there, MP.
MP, real quick. MP, back here. MP.
It's better than that one.
boy. That was crazy. That was a crazy little loss we had there too. I'm in the 3-point contest. Shit, I'll go ahead and play that.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Let's get it. Everyone. And we're at the hill. There we go. Gotcha.
To all the fans who made it out tonight, your support is...
MP.
I don't know about it, though.
What's up, MP?
Hey, let me see if I'm in it now. I am in dunk contest. I don't know if I can do that. All-Star game, most likely if I play. Fuck it.
Mama, there goes that man.
Shake it, MP.
Go to the All-Star game.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got Wembanyama, Jay out there with Davis. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's SGA in at the 1.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
West All-Stars shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
Now, here is Young, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Jay. Pass to Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Jay. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Now here's Giannis. The kick out to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
You got to D-up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Jay. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Tatum on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Young against Thompson. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Thompson outside, inside, and out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the East. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the West. Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
That's impressive strength there from Tatum. You got to respect that. Even when you try to wrap him up, he finds a way to score.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the evening. Tatum no good on the free throw. The West trails by 5. Pass to Jay. Davis looking for an opening. Here's Jay. Covered by Mitchell. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Pass to Jay. Booker outside. Launches it. Here's Jay, and he bangs it home with one hand.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D, but hey, it's the All-Star game.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the East All-Stars. It's a 3-point game. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Back to Mitchell. For the three. The West grabs the miss. To the inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Nice shot by SGA.
And how about the energy from SGA? He gets after it on the backboard as well.
Antetokounmpo against Davis. Antetokounmpo passes to Tatum, bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for the East All-Stars. Pass to Jay. On the wing, Booker. Here's Jay. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Boy, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
And so here are the West All-Stars following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Giannis. On the wing, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the East All-Stars. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
So it's the West now. Here's Jay, and it's off from 3-point range. And Young now, top of the key. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo, stolen by Thompson. Here's Davis. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low, here's Jay, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Young outside. No good. That would have tied it. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. West All-Stars lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready. Half court They're thinking about the shot.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got Anthony Davis, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Jay in at the 3 spot. Fires the 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to Young. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Jay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The West leading by 6. To the middle. Jay takes the hit and still gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thompson's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Young with no one around. And another miss by the East.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Jay misses.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Pass to Jay. It's throwing bound to Antetokounmpo. It up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You always know we're going to see a few of those every All-Star weekend, but I don't know if we'll see a better alley-oop than that one right there.
Here's Jay, guarded by Tatum, and the basket by Jay.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
SGA on the wing. Outside, Davis. And Thompson kicks to Davis. And a wide open look for SGA. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Young. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. For the East making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Booker's checked in. Cunningham against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Cunningham. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wembanyama. Pass to Jay. Plays it up and banks it in. 21 points for Jay.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning.
And that one's good, Tatum.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Pass to Jay. It's Davis on the wing. Booker outside. To the paint. And stolen by Tatum. On the wing, Mitchell. And the 3 off target.
and they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
That's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Jay misses. The East trail by 9. Here is Cunningham. He's got 7. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Tatum. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th assist on the night. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jaylen Brown checked in for the East. All comes in for Cade Cunningham. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Jay. With changes, Adebayo is checked in for Jaylen Brown. Cade Cunningham comes in for Mitchell, and Trae Young subbed in for Ball. The West also making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Şengün. In for Kevin Durant. And it's Thompson in for Devin Booker. Cade Cunningham out there with Trae Young. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Tatum, and it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Young past Giannis. Giannis, a screen on SGA. There's the lob at Kumbo. Out to the right wing. Outside Davis. Here's Jay. A three-pointer. Good. A closer look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Davis pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Giannis is double. Young with the ball. Giannis a screen on Davis. Shoots the 3. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. The West leading by 10. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Always among the league leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Adebayo with a screen for Young. That one's off, still out of sync.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Knocks down the 3.
And you know what? He's been on the big stage, guys, and he's been at his absolute best.
And Greg, barring something unforeseen, I mean, I think we know who the All-Star MVP is going to be. He's already got one hand on that trophy.
One suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Shot, anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
And they come back with a 3 of their own.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the chart.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
A big group substitution here for the East. Banchero's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. Mitchell, he's checked in for Cunningham. And it's ball in for Young. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Şengün's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Kevin Durant comes in for Davis. Booker, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's John Morant in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
The first free throw is good. And the East with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Banchero. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Cunningham in for Donovan Mitchell. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Şengün. Davis comes in for Kevin Durant. Thompson, he's checked in for Booker. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Morant. Tatum drives in. He's off from 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 19-foot shot cleared away by Adebayo. He's with the ball. A 12-point game. Now on to Antetokounmpo. Tried for the putback, but can't get it to go. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our all-star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Alright, chat. About to head on up. Now the stream. Appreciate the love of stay and watch. I know it's only just like 1 or 2 of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Till next time. It's been good.